Hey guys, what's up? It's Chunks and welcome to Clash of Saiyans. On today's video, we are going to be taking a look at Builder Hall 4 and the things I have found that you should upgrade first. Now we are taking a look at my second account, which is a little bit behind my main account, but it has allowed me to see how Builder Hall 4 works and where I need to focus on this. We'll start off first by just seeing what type of match we can find, see if we can get some quick loot since we just did get up here. I can already see this guy is upgrading one of his archer towers, so we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to come in from the top. First thing I like to do, look around, see if they have any free percentage buildings on the outside. He does not, but I know for a fact that we can target this archer tower on the top side, take that out really easily, and then we will be able to have free access into that town hall because he has no other buildings up here that will be able to take out the group of archers. So they're going to snag huge percentage. That giant eventually is going to get through that wall, but these archers will probably continue down through the bottom side, and then I will just save this last giant and the last four archers that I have to go ahead and get in there and pick off that town hall in the end. This should be able to secure me a very high 2-star hit on him, and should not be any issues at that point getting the victory right at the start and getting that loot. So that way I will be able to go ahead. There's that great AI by the archers targeting the Star Lab first right off the start, but those giants will tank long enough to allow me to take out that town hall and get, like I said, the high percentage 2-star. But we should have won this one. And we will go ahead, let the troops continue to make. So we'll go ahead and look first at the buildings that you're allowed to get at Town Hall or Builder Hall 4. My mistake on that. You'll be able to get a new army camp. And then on the defense side, you'll be able to pick up 5 more sets of walls, another archer tower, another push trap. Then you will get access to another mine, the new guard post, which is kind of similar to a clan castle, but you don't really get to decide what's inside of it. Then you will get the air bombs, the mega mine, and that will be it, as well as getting the clock tower. This will be a huge upgrade, and I will actually be coming up with a video about the clock tower and how to maximize its effects on your base and just some general information about it. Let's see, we got about 30 seconds left on those troops. We're trying to get a ton of loot so that way we can go ahead and get some buildings started. But we'll go ahead and jump into the upgrade order. The first thing that you want to spend your gold on is going to be this Elixir Storage right there. You kind of sit there and you think, why an Elixir Storage first? There's tons of other things that I could upgrade first. Why do we want to get that? Well, if you look right now, the max amount of Elixir that we can get is only 300. And the number one upgrade that we actually want to get, we cannot get right off the start. We want to get this army camp. This will be the first building that we want to prioritize, and we cannot get that with the amount of elixir that we can get right now. As you can see, we can only get 300. So the first thing we want to spend our gold on when getting to Builder Hall 4 is going to be the Elixir Storage. Having the extra troops is going to give us the advantage when we are going up against other players, so we want to get that army camp as soon as possible. Now, you will probably have some elixir like I do. You'll have a ton of elixir. So the first thing we're going to spend the elixir on is going to be the Star Lab. We want to go ahead and get this going as well, so that way, once our elixir storage is done, we can use the elixir that we're getting to research and get higher troops. But since my troops are already made, we will go ahead, jump in, and get another batch, see if we can go ahead and win another one really quick here. Okay, looking at this, he has everything surrounded by his town hall. There is no free buildings really on the outside. We should be able to pick up that clock tower. I don't think that archer tower will be able to get the range on him, and that gold mine should be free as well. But what we're going to do is start off big on the top side. Actually, we can pick off these free buildings. Let's just make sure that we get those out of the way. I believe this gem mine is free as well, and then we will just come in heavy on the top side. He's got a lot of point defense up on that top side. It's going to hurt those golems or those giants pretty quick, but we should be able to get in here, take out the town hall before it finishes off this last giant. And I think with that, we will have a pretty decent percentage. Not the greatest. Hopefully he does not come out with something more, since he does have a few, but we're able to snag the victory. He is not able to come out with us, and so we can go ahead and get that star lab going. It'll be an 8-hour upgrade, so it's not going to be a significant upgrade. But like I said, so we have the gold that we want to focus on the Elixir Storage, and we want to focus our Elixir on the Star Laboratory. So now that we have the Star Laboratory going, we will be getting on the last victory. We'll go ahead and get that Elixir Storage, like I said, after that. So what should we focus on after we have those two initial upgrades kind of out the way? We can go ahead, like I said, we're going to pick up some new walls, so our gold can be focused on the new walls. And then I would say the clock tower will be another big upgrade. You want to get that because it allows you to get some free time back in your hand, kind of get some stuff moving a little bit quicker on these upgrades. And then from there, our gold should be spent on getting the new defenses. Before, I had told you that these things were kind of weighted when I was first playing around to see, but now that people have kind of established where they're going to be, Supercell has actually come out and said that there is no weighting system on the builder base. Basically, your opponent is matched off the trophy range. So that's why you sometimes see you're getting either a Builder Hall 5 against a 4 or a Builder Hall 4 against a Builder Hall 3. It comes down to the trophy range. There is nothing to do with weight when it comes to matchmaking. So we want to get those new defenses so that way, one, it decreases the amount of percentage per building, which is going to allow us to maybe get a little bit higher because an opponent's going to have to take out more buildings to get higher percentage on us. But it's also going to make our base stronger because we're going to be picking up a few additional things like the archer tower, a couple traps, a couple of these mines, the guard posts. These are things that can slow down or cause more damage to the opponent's attack. So we want to get those as quick as we can. And then our elixir. So now that we have the walls, the clock tower, the new defenses is what we want to get. We want to focus our elixir on research. So for me, the idea that I have kind of thought about is that we want to work on the giants and the archers first, because these are the troops that I use. They're already leveled up a little bit. So we might as well push them to make them as strong as we can so that we have one attack. You can kind of focus on barbarians if you want, if that's your style of attack. But I have figured out that archers and giants work well for me to be able to get up and defeat my opponents. Once you kind of have yourself established with that, having one attack down, you can go ahead and throw some elixir into the builder barracks. Go ahead, get that up, get the bomber from it. If I can click right here. So you can get the bomber, and then the next upgrade will allow you to get the baby dragon. Why I don't say push for the baby dragon right off the start is because it's going to take you some time to get up. You're going to have to upgrade the builder barrack twice, and then you're going to have to upgrade the level 1 baby dragons a few levels up to at least get them somewhat effective. At level 1, level 2, they're not going to be as strong if you're coming in. If somebody's hitting you with level 6, giants, and level 7, 8 archers, or level 7 or level 8 giants. At level 8, the giants get really strong because you get to pick up a third giant. So you're not that far off if you kind of look at it once you first come up. I have level 4. It's just a few levels to get up, and I already have level 6 archers. So focus on getting one main attack down first. And then from there, expand out. Get the baby dragons. Get the bomber down. You start getting those upgrades, but get that first one down so that way you can continue to keep pushing up in the trophy range, because that is the way to get the loot. And then from there, you'll get the other storage you need to get that gold storage up, but it's not a huge priority right at the start, but you will need to get it up since some of the upgrades are higher, so that should be on your kind of list of priorities up near the top. And then the gem mine. It doesn't produce gems the fastest, but nobody wants to give away free gems, so feel free to upgrade that whenever you have spare resources sitting around. And then your walls, you can focus on getting those up as well. They're not huge priority since the bomber is being introduced, but most people don't have it upgraded, so at least get your walls up to level 2, if not level 3. It's not super expensive to get them there, and it does take giants a long amount of time to actually beat through them if somebody's going to decide to not bring the bomber, which gives your towers more time to sit there and beat away on those giants, making their chances of success go down significantly. We'll go ahead, jump in to see if we can get one more of the 3-star and get that final loot. I'm going to be able to pick off that crusher, probably that double cannon pretty easily, and then we can send in a giant or two, I believe, over to this archer tower over on the 4 o'clock side. And then let's see, maybe come in and try to sneak. Since I don't have the 3rd camp, he does. That's going. No, he does not have the 4th camp. So this is going to be a pretty even match, except he has a few buildings upgraded. But we should be able to get this. He does have the gem mine, like I said, up there, free percentage. So always look for that if you can snag free percentage away from somebody. Like I said, we can get that crusher and that double cannon. We'll go ahead, snag that. As the Tesla popped down on the bottom side, so we'll go ahead and load up down there. Hopefully we can get through. These archers are not the strongest just yet. We do need to get them up, and we're able to sneak through that Tesla. And it looks like that's going to be it for us. Like I said, when you first start off, your troops are going to be somewhat weaker. He was able to get some percentage off on us. Probably need to work to get a new base on this one. But that's going to wrap up things for today, guys. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down the bottom. I will try to answer them for you as best as I can. I'm going to keep bringing you guys more content on Builder Hall 4. And as I progress, try to help you guys out more with what I am figuring out. But until next time, guys, this is going to be Trunks signing out.